Please, internet gods, make this work.
Are we working?
I don't know.
Steve doesn't know
Still
yet.
waiting on the delay from Steven.
Delays, man.
You're praying to the internet gods, but you should be praying to the audio gods.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
but the internet gods will tell the audio gods what to do because right now they're higher up on the scale.
the
Yeah,
fucking
but when you
audio
summon
gods
one
get
god, all
pissed.
gods hear it.
Audio gods get
That's
pissed
what
when
happened
someone
We
in
didn't make a
internet god.
sacrifice today, did we?
No, we
Fuck.
didn't. I'm still here.
That's the problem.
No, you make it tomorrow. You give Santa Claus Oreo cookies, and then you give the internet gods just money because that's what they take now. With net neutrality gone, they just take money, cash.
Cold, hard.
Sacrificial
Good.
cookies.
Cold hard cash, guys.
All right, so we are back.
We finally got it to work.
Why don't
after
we just start
We
it?
should just start
Yeah.
fresh.
Hey guys, it's Steve with App Gaming. Welcome back to 2.5 Stars. I am joined by...
Eric.
Kelly.
Jason?
And Rick,
Sorry about the delay. We had a lot of technical difficulties.
delay and false starts.
Yeah,
I broke it.
that's all right. So this week we watched Home Alone, directed by Chris Columbus, written by John Hughes, starring Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, and Daniel Stern. IMDb synopsis. An 8-year-old troublemaker must protect his house from a pair of burglars when he is accidentally left home alone by his family during Christmas vacation. So what'd you guys think? Home Alone.
Didn't like Chris Columbus sort of discover the United States supposedly?
That's Christopher Columbus. Come on, Jason.
He goes by the short for Chris.
No,
It's
he doesn't.
Short
They
for
do that.
Christopher.
No, actually, Chris Columbus directed the Harry Potter stuff.
Wow, he discovered the United States and directed Harry Potter.
He
and
directed
Home Alone?
He directed a movie with kids. He definitely touched a kid. I'm just gonna say it. That's what they all do.
Oh,
It hasn't come out yet, so maybe we're all right.
Yeah, right. That's because Harry Potter's like, I'm not gonna tell him that guy made me famous. You know what it is? The guy told him that Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe, had a magic wand for a penis, and he's like, hold on, I got to use this for magic.
We had a way better ending beginning the 1st time we did this.
Yeah.
Oh man! So what you guys think about the movie, though?
I don't know. I mean, well, like I'll reiterate. I'm gonna reiterate here. That they left him on purpose. They threw his passport and took it away in the garbage. You can clearly see this. They did not want him going along with them on the trip.
Fuck that kid.
Do you guys actually think he's a bad kid?
Yeah, he's a fucking dude. He fucking sets up makeshift weapons and weaponry and traps in his house.
He's the youngest.
Do you honestly think that this was the first time he did this shit? No, he was too skilled at this for this to be his very first time setting up booby traps. He has booby trapped his house before.
He was not very skilled. He put one fucking nail to go in the guy's foot. You do that outside.
And it worked.
You only need one, apparently.
It worked,
No,
though.
too many nails and you see them. Believe me, I've done this before.
Exactly.
If you
Yeah,
put
but-
down too many, what happens when you have like 5, you step on it, and it's like you have to really press down to get it to go down.
Well, he didn't need to put him close enough. You'd hit more than one at a time. But I feel like just one nail, the odds of actually stepping on it are low.
Well, that's
Unless
why
you're-
he's so
it's-
damn good at it,
he's
dude.
like-
He's
he
done
knows-
this a million times.
He knows those guys are dumb.
Yeah.
Well, that's
He's
true.
like- he's
'Cause
like-
who keeps going up the stairs after losing a shoe because it's covered in tar?
Well, what if they would have gone a different order? What if they would have gone through the window first with shoes on? Nothing would have happened. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of stuff that, obviously it was just all for the movie.
And you would go for doors first. You're
Yeah.
not going to go for a window.
And why pry the thing open? You have a fucking window there. You could smash the window, reach inside, and pop the lock.
Because he's dumb.
He is
Have
pretty
you
dumb.
guys ever
He's a
done
burglar,
anything
though,
with
so-
dumb people? They just do
I
dumb
do stuff every week with dumb people.
Yes.
And also, I mean, if these were actually competent burglars, okay, they would, the moment they got inside the house, they would have just shot the kid, robbed the fucking house blind,
Well, that would make them murderers.
and then walk away.
You get a lot more time in jail if you use a weapon, right?
I
They
feel
don't
like
care.
they probably got the maximum sentence anyways because they flooded every house. And depending on the amount of damage,
you're
and
gonna get a hell of a lot more time if you do it with a weapon.
Yeah, one's just property damage, which is probably not like a 20-year sentence, but definitely killing a kid.
But
is
when you
like,
do
that's
it-
Or
like
just robbing him with a gun in your
Oh, that's
possession.
true, yeah.
But let's
Armed-
say they
armed
robbed
robbery.
10 houses and flooded every one of them and did $1 million worth of damage.
I think once you get over 1,000, that's just the
It's just
same
a felony,
fucking sentence.
It's
Yeah.
a felony,
Yeah.
felony
damage or
property
whatever.
damage or whatever. I don't fucking know. What
Nobody
that is.
cares. They're just they're not as rich as the judge, so the judge is like, they're beneath me. Fuck their house. They should have actually had a security system that my son installs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or why the fuck does anybody have a dog? None of those rich asswipes
They
have a
actually-
dog.
They might have had a dog.
They do
but
have a dog on the At the very beginning of the movie, she's on the phone with someone while Kevin goes in there, and the dad and everything, and she's like, "Oh, the dogs? No, we're not taking them with us." Yeah, I'm on.
No, they went and crated them.
Yeah, we're
boarded
putting them in
them, yeah.
kennels. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they
they
You
didn't have
said
dogs.
aborted them. It's like, whoa,
Aborted them.
This movie took a dark turn. I didn't even know.
Just go to their mom that's like 11 years old and just knock it in the head. Wait, why didn't my dog die? Shit. I don't understand how
And
this
today
works.
on Home Alone Dark Turn, abortion.
Yeah.
Didn't Family Guy do a thing where they just broke in and then shot the kid, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Home Alone with competent robbers. They walk in, they're like, "Oh, hey, there's some ice here on the floor. Okay, I guess I'll just, be careful." No. The guy walked in and he was like, "Hey, there's some like ice on the way down on the stairs down in the basement." It's like, okay, well, I guess we just don't go down there then. And then the kid comes up. He's like, "Oh, hey, I have a tarantula," and has like the paint can and like, douche, and they shoot the kid. And they're like, "Okay, well, let's go get this shit now." That was Home Alone with competent robbers. They're like,
That's
"Oh yeah,"
funny.
they're like, "Oh yeah." I mean, like, I'm like the door handle was hot, but I just let go of it, before it burned me.
I
Oh,
looked
no.
at the door handle and it was red hot.
Have you guys ever touched any metal that's red hot?
Oh yeah, it instantly.
There
said-
is no
Instantly.
letting go of it. It's like the second you
Instant.
get this close to it, you're burned.
Yeah, you
And
hear.
if you actually touch it, first of all, how long does it take for a normal person's reaction time? It's like a second. You're like, "Oh, that's fucking hot. Oh shit, I burned the fuck out of
Especially
my
with it
hand."
being cold outside, you're probably
Yeah.
going to be a little delayed anyways. So.
Yeah. And then also, though, when he goes in, the flamethrower gets him on the top of the head,
Why
and he
would you
just
stand there?
stands there and stands there.
Yeah.
You guys have seen me in a video game.
I feel like impacts to your head don't do much. But I think burning your head probably would do something. You don't like heat.
No, I don't. If it was like liquid nitrogen, my body'd be like,
Yeah.
"Pff,
I can see it
please.
now.
You'd probably like to
bitch.
flash and like go as fast as you could. The fire would go out right away.
Oh yeah.
Eric
Wouldn't that
would
be
be-
weird if all of a sudden I could run like super
Yeah.
speed until I warm back up? You guys are like, "Holy shit, let's get a bunch of liquid nitrogen and rob banks."
You gotta wear Mr. Freeze's suit.
Yeah. Then I could run super fast.
So Eric would walk up to the stairs and be like, at the bottom of the stairs, like, "That doorknob's hot. I don't like heat," and like go to a different one.
Well, I would kick the door in. Like, what are the odds that door's gonna be unlocked?
Yeah, very unlikely.
Especially after they both just
Why would
stuck
you even
their head
like
in
just
the door.
kick the door open? You guys even know how easy it is to kick a door open?
Oh, it's
Very
easy.
easy.
Even with deadbolts and everything, anybody could just kick the
Yeah.
door open.
You hit it right there.
I'm
in the wall,
fat.
right? It's gonna fucking bust right open.
No,
yeah.
anybody can. If you do a good heel kick on a door, it's done. Like,
Seriously,
all
like
you have to
a
do.
12-year-old could probably do
Just
it.
as
Yeah.
long as it's in the handle area, right?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
don't kick it in the middle or
Yeah.
next to the
Yeah.
hinges.
You get a shitty door and your foot goes
Yeah.
right to the
Yeah,
door.
exactly. It's stuck
Shit.
in there. Yeah, but if you just kick a door like near the handle, it'll fucking bust right open.
So, could you guys believe that David Duchovny's son was in this movie?
Okay.
He was the
Stop.
pizza delivery
No.
man.
He says that pizza delivery guy looks just like David Duchovny.
He looks like he's related to David Duchovny.
No, he does
He's
not.
tall. He's got like a pointy face with a huge nose.
There's nothing on his
and
face.
he's
And
it's
I'm
it
gonna
is
face
too.
No.
So who
it's
is this
a
guy?
love child.
Who
We
is
all
it?
know he's got a sex addiction.
No, he
It's definitely his kid.
No, there's nothing on his face that looks like David Duchovny.
That's just because he has different color hair.
Let me ask you this. Does that guy have a bad driving record? Because every time he pulled up to that house, he ran over the little statue.
Yeah, just like David
don't show his
Duchovny.
fucking
Have you ever
face.
seen him on the X Files? He
Dan
crashes cars.
Charles
He was a-
Zukusky.
See, Duchovny, that name, there's totally the same thing.
Dan Charles
Well, I'm
Zukusky.
sure that Duchovny isn't his real name.
Yeah,
That's like a stage name, right?
that's right.
Now I gotta look it up and see if it is.
Well, you guys are with me
But
on
I don't-
this.
I
He
don't know-
looks like David Duchovny, doesn't he?
I don't know if it's one of these
I don't
things that you
know.
just like picked an actor and you're like, yep, I'm gonna drive Kelly nuts today because I don't
Alright,
see
so
it.
there's that
And
guy,
I'm
but now we
Google
need to see a
faces.
picture of the other
I
guy,
don't-
Steven.
Oh,
Well,
no, that looks
Google
just
it.
like him.
Google it.
That's actually his real name. His
David Duchovny.
dad is Ukrainian and Polish.
I'm pretty sure it's the same guy.
Told you. See, they see it. You're blind. You're blind. Oh yeah, they see it. I didn't pay them money
Yeah, now
to
this is
say that
pissing
it's
Kelly
this.
off.
Oh, I didn't pay them. I didn't pay.
Favors involved.
Yeah, didn't you see the whole thing under the table?
Yeah, sure.
Wasn't it?
Eric fingering the ghost.
Dude, the guy's.
What are you
fat, man.
talking about? Yours?
That is terrible. Look, he's too busy doing Google.
Oh,
That's
not better.
Oh my God, that stuff is thick. Oh, geez. Let's get some more in there.
Oh,
God damn it.
Queen me up.
Queen me up.
This is like somebody's fetish. You know that.
pretty much.
Donate us money, bro.
All right, so there is a scene in Family Guy where Peter is trying to get Carter, and they're in a hotel room. He films Carter as he's drinking. He gets down on his knees, and then has an nog over his face, and he's like, "Yeah, now look at the camera. Camera's all nog on your face. Like, now say thank you with the nog in your mouth. Louder. Okay, now go down the checkout face."
I feel like Ricky has definitely masturbated to that before.
Yeah, this is yeah.
said yeah twice.
Yeah, he said yeah twice.
Yeah, so at the end of it, Carter's like, "Well, this didn't really help me."
Which part gets you the hottest?
To enjoy Christmas, but I definitely did like the whole nog thing for some reason.
That's that episode where Meg gets hot.
If you guys have a kid, right, and he acts like Kevin and Buzz, right? So Buzz is doing that fake barf thing, and then Kevin gets mad and pushes him because he's 8, and the other,
He's probably 13.
13 or something. He's like 15? A really dumb 13.
15.
It's Buzz. He instigated that. Am I wrong?
He ate the only pizza he knew his little brother would eat. He's a fucking dick.
Yeah. So how is any of that Kevin's fault?
It's not.
Dad gets mad and spills shit all over the cheap guy's plate. Then the cheap guy jumps up because there's stuff on his plate and smashes kid's face. And then Uncle Frank punches his wife in the nose. I mean, Kevin didn't punch his wife in the nose.
Kevin didn't do anything.
No, that's implied, guys. That's implied.
Oh, later.
Ricky. Oh yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So.
Hi, Nitch.
I know. Thanks.
You guys. So I mean, Kevin's not the dick there.
No.
Buzz is the dick.
He was never a dick. At any point.
Like I would have been
No,
like,
he was a dick to his mom.
Well,
right?
yeah,
If
I
I would
never
have
wanna
said
see
any
you
of
guys-
that shit,
You be here today?
I would have been smacked real hard.
Mhm.
You know, like a dummy or an idiot or whatever, that right there would have gotten a backhand.
Your brother could have gotten away with it.
I mean, honestly, we would have looked like little Nicky at the end of that.
Isn't
The
that
movie.
Adam
Adam
Sandler?
oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys getting hit ever actually stop you from doing anything?
No.
Yeah, because I said that stuff all the time. I could get my mom right in right now. Be like, "Did I ever call you dummy?" And she'd be like, "Yes," and I whacked you.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
deserved
is
it.
he just
You shouldn't be doing that.
I would have gotten hit at that point, you know.
Yeah.
And, obviously they're not going to do that.
Just be- I don't know what to do about that Buzz character. Real piece of shit.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's
I-
going to be
Military
Lightyear,
school.
so
Although, I mean, he is a victim because he's the first victim of catfishing.
Yeah.
See his girlfriend who pretended to be a girl that's actually a boy. Just to fuck.
Seriously, it
Yeah.
literally is a boy.
Is
But
it?
Yeah.
they put girl stuff boy because I guess Chris Columbus didn't want someone to make fun of a girl like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, make
That
the
makes
girl
sense.
ugly. Yeah.
what the
So
fuck?
it's actually a picture of a boy.
Well, I mean,
That he came out of the closet before it was socially acceptable. That's totally. He
No,
is a
no,
he
strong-
doesn't
know
he is
that
a
it's a
strong
girl.
and powerful man.
he doesn't know that it's a girl. That's why it's wrong. You
He's
can't trick
obviously
somebody.
meeting girls outside of the U.S. because I mean, you see him all like groomed up and
And he wants French babes.
French babes. So
And he seemed to be really fixated on their armpits, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Armpit
little weird.
fetish.
I mean, I don't mind armpits. Like they're not
But he
they're not
wanted
like
them-
a sex thing, but they're
He
they're not
wanted them
like.
hairy and braided.
No, he didn't want them hairy. He was all butthurt that they were gonna be not shaved.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do you guys give a shit either way? I don't care. I'm like whatever.
Kelly's like, ew.
Sorry, when I see a woman with
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Especially when it's long enough to braid.
so you'd be with me if I had hair like
yeah,
long.
I wouldn't give a shit.
Good to know you
You're
don't have to
still a
shave
woman.
anymore.
But no, it's too much for me. So
Kelly just
You're
walking
still
around like
hot
a hot
everywhere
so
else.
is she?
Yeah.
no,
I mean, it
dude.
wouldn't bother me at all.
Well,
You know, I'm secure
Good
in
to
my own
know,
sexuality. It's
but
not a big deal.
Not for me. No, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it.
I don't know. I couldn't deal with the chick that had like super long armpit hair.
No.
I couldn't do that.
But what if they could steal stuff and store it in there like the Globetrotters did on that show?
Nope. I just
No.
couldn't do it. I mean, if
You
she,
guys don't remember the Scooby-Doo or there was a Globetrotters cartoon
Scooby-Doo.
where they had, one of the guys had a big afro and he would store stuff in
Yes.
his hair.
Okay, yeah, no, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I thought
I
you were
thought
talking
you were
about in the
talking about a
armpit.
No,
woman.
no,
It's
no.
like, what?
Well,
No,
but if a girl has really long armpit hair, she could just walk around like Cartman's girlfriend, like this, and then just like store stuff in there.
Oh,
I have
that's
a-
you. What the?
Billy D.
Should've been
Fucking pearl
Christmas.
necklace.
Yeah. Ew. Oh my god.
God damn it.
Holy shit. So, this show, I love this. First time I seen it, all I wanted to do was just people rob the house. One of my fantasies as a kid, like my brother,
Funny, huh?
we had swords, BB guns, axes, and for a small period of time until he was caught, had a chainsaw in the room. What was funny about it?
Oh,
My
jeez.
dad loved it. He has this thing where he fixes saws. I'm gonna say fixes, like they run, but only he can get them to start. But they run better, like all wound up. But off, they just die, and they're hard to get started again.
You know what he does?
He like leans them out or
Yeah.
does something like that. It
That's
just
exactly what
really
he does.
sucks to run them because I like to have the chainsaw, like go cut a tree down, set the thing down, or not have to.
Yeah.
Like literally, this is the difference. An extra second, or maybe, which he did, and he's really good at fixing them. I mean, we're talking like he can change a start rope or fix it. Like he just guts through. He can change it in. He can change it in like 30 seconds, and he can start a chainsaw with like a foot of rope. It is nuts. You're exploding. Just no. So then when I was 18, so I bought
Did
a
you
new.
cash it?
Verizon. She didn't cash it.
How
4
much was
years
that
ago.
check for?
No.
They steal.
I have a check for paid me one. Because it's $35. It wasn't my time to go to the bank for that.
Holy, I think you guys have figured out a new behavioral system. Yeah, Comcast just underpaid all their employees for $35 and sent them another check. I bet money over 3/4 of them, which
It's not worth your time to the bank.
they
for
went.
$35.
Okay, do you have a picture of it?
I
and
couldn't
then
do that at the
deposit?
time. That was 2 years.
You can also just go
I could
to
do
your
that
bank
3 years
anytime you
ago.
go to the bank and just hand it to them.
Here's the thing. I don't go to the bank.
That's
Right.
for that,
Yeah. But,
So it's super nice in there, dude. They got like the nice music. And
Do you need to
smells
find a
funny.
bank with a mean woman? Because I feel like you do better if there's a mean woman involved.
Did you guys ever play the Home Alone video game?
on Super
What?
Nintendo?
NES.
Oh,
I
was
think
it
Home Alone
NES?
2 was Super Nintendo.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
played
did
one on
not.
Super Nintendo. It was fucking
It looks
awesome.
like Home Alone 2 is also on NES.
Maybe I did play it on
I'm so
NES
excited.
then. Whatever
But
it was on, it was
It
awesome.
looks a lot. I remember playing it.
There was a part where I had to dodge luggage,
Yeah.
and it was fucking hard.
that was probably Home Alone 2 then.
Okay.
So my brother had the Home Alone Tiger little games. You remember
Yeah.
those?
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. That was really fun. Like, it wasn't mine, but like I stole it and got to play with
I love those. I
it.
love those Tiger games. Those
Yeah.
are great.
Paperboy was really awesome on that too.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've never
I did
played
love
the Tiger
We
playing
games?
with
we
Boy.
were not allowed, which I am happy for, but we were not allowed to have video games in the house until the PlayStation 1 came out, and that we got that like a year after it came out.
Is that so that
Is
you
that
didn't have
PS
to experience some of the real shit that came out for a while?
I'm pretty sure it was so that we would continue being normal kids and do stuff like zipline out of a. You know how hard it is to get a rope tight? Like ropes stretch. Have you guys ever actually tried to make a zipline with a rope?
you can't.
You
really.
can't. I've tried it dozens of times, and then my dad had 3/8 cable for yarding, which is like you can pull a 7/8 cable like a whole crap. It's a lot of strength. Okay, 3/8 cable will hold up like 15 people, and then but you can't nail it into the first support. Like you're supposed to actually fasten it,
Mm-hmm.
which
Obviously.
is, I mean, you know, I wish somebody would have showed me how to do that.
I'm pretty. You look, he's got rope on one end, and then when the guys are climbing across it, it's totally some kind of the other.
You guys ever see Fear Factor?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
most men can hang on a rope like with just their hands, literally like 45 seconds or a minute and a half at most.
That's because their pants.
Dude,
Okay, I guess that
hold
makes
up yourself as fast as me. It's hard. Like when I was 290, I would have been like 30 seconds in. I'd be like, okay. Yes, I have. What you want to do? You're gonna grab and you want to leg over it, right? So your ankles, you slide your ankle. You're just holding up half your body weight. Yeah, and then you can also wrap your arm over it in your elbow, which hurts a lot to fall off.
Well, those two are wearing gloves too, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have less grip with that because they're not wearing like fucking snow gloves or some shit.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
one of which was covered in tape.
Mittens or whatever.
And Nichols after.
No, that's the second.
Oh,
Did you watch the second movie?
It was
Rick?
so cold in New York. How did they even do that? You know, I mean, did you guys see that scene with Donald Trump?
God damn it, Eric.
Which is actually in the second movie.
Well, there was a cameo in this movie, though.
John Candy?
That's not a
He's
cameo.
gonna end the movie.
Fuck you, John Candy is in the movie. That's a cameo.
But he was kind of like.
But I don't
in
think
it.
he's a cameo. I
Are
think he's
cameos
in the movie.
considered like a...
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's
Well,
gonna be like a
Elvis
quick
was.
little
Oh,
thing.
that's what you were gonna say.
Thanks. Yeah, Elvis was in the movie. Did you know
Yeah.
that?
I
No, I didn't.
Elvis
So-
who?
Elvis Costello.
There's only one Elvis?
I know how much you like Elvis. That's
That's
why.
not true. There's Elvis
No,
Romero.
But when you think of Elvis, you're not going to think of him or
I
Elvis
just made that name
Costello.
I think of Elvis. Palpatine.
Elvis Presley.
Palpatine.
Elvis Palpatine?
And Steve said Elvis, too. Elvis!
There was a rumor that he was in an airport scene where the mom meets
John
John
Candy.
Candy.
Okay.
So as she's talking to the airport guy that they took, behind her, 2 people in, is this tall gentleman, and Elvis was 6 foot, so he's tall.
Yeah, he's got a sweet ass beard, too.
Yeah.
Beards
and
for
they
life.
said that that's him after,
Let me see.
you know, age-wise, it works out.
It looks like him, too.
It does look like him.
Yeah.
Can you believe he died when he was...
42
He died on Mom's birthday, didn't he?
He did.
August.
16th?
Yeah.
Yeah, died on Mom's birthday, and I think her dog died that day, too.
No.
No, my mom's dog. All that happened the same day.
What a horrible thing. Does she like Elvis? Or was
No, she loves Elvis.
Who the fuck doesn't love Elvis?
Like she
Elvis the bomb, dude. So
Oh no! Had a dog, but it was not a hound dog, was it?
No, I don't
did
think
you
so.
just say
I highly
that?
doubt it was a hound dog, Kelly.
Oh god, there's my dog trying to.
Oh god, she's getting all freaked
She
out.
heard me
She's
say-
like, "Oh
she
my
heard
god,
me say,
I
oh,
love
no."
you."
She
She
tries to
gets
make me
these
feel-
squinty eyes,
Yeah,
and she's just like,
She's trying to make me feel better. Oh, she walked away. We're good.
yeah.
And we're
The fact that Joe Pesci is like, he just
Every other
he
word
just
he says.
grabs like a woman, and they just like shoves it. Okay, so I seen Casino before I see ours. Like, he's gonna grab that guy's head. Like, you know, well, I'm resistant alone for a while. So you know the scene in Pulp Fiction. There's Ving Rhames and Bruce Willis and like the bad stuff. Yeah. I was expecting some of that to happen in this movie because like, there's this poor little kid with like a weird pervy guy. But I thought Daniel Stern was the other like Pulp Fiction, like Zed, I think his name is.
Yeah.
I thought it was the same dude.
Well, this is a weird movie for Joe Pesci to be in. Like at the time, he's gangster in that.
Fellas,
Yeah.
like what acting performance.
He-
Start shooting that guy, you know?
Well, he
I wish I
actually
could do
scared
that.
Kevin McAllister's real name. I don't know.
Macaulay Culkin.
That's it.
Rick Burnett.
Holy.
Close.
Because you know.
So whatever.
How does it feel that when you, Ricky? How does it feel when you two are looking at him? How does that feel? Does that feel good?
It does.
Being like, I'm hotter than that guy.
Isn't he the guy that looks like a freaking crackhead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he does the interview and he's like smoking a cigarette while he's like
More like a heroin guy, I think, than a crack.
twitching the fuck out because he's twacked out of his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is, right there.
Yeah.
So he scared
Looks like a
Macaulay Culkin?
slender white
Yeah,
girl.
because so they didn't want a actor introduction really at first, so he could have more of a reaction to him. So he would be fully in character, just scaring the crap out of the guy you
Macaulay
just said.
Culkin?
Yeah, all I can think of was him. Yeah, and so it made the scenes a little better.
Well, I mean, they kind of needed Joe Pesci in here. Like, if you just had Daniel Stern, robbing you, you'd be like, "What the fuck's this guy gonna
Yeah.
do?" Really? I mean,
Yeah.
That'd be like Tracy Morgan robbing your house.
Yeah,
You'd be more
right.
worried to get your dog pregnant or your mom pregnant, you know?
man.
Oh.
I'll get you pregnant.
Fucking run around. I'm Brian Fellows.
Yeah. Or fucking Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Now that would be a good Home Alone replacement. We could have Will Ferrell and fucking Tracy Morgan.
I figured it'd be Will Ferrell and what's his name?
John C. Riley.
No, I was thinking somebody. What's the movie? He's in Daddy's Home.
Oh,
Mark
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg?
Yeah, those
Mark
two.
Wahlberg
Robin
would
Summer.
murder a kid. I mean, he's
Well,
like,
so would Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci is old school murder a kid.
yeah, he does
And-
have old man strength.
He'd take you on a fucking
in a
goddamn
fist fight-
cornfield and beat you to death with a
in a
baseball
fist
bat.
fight, I see
right.
Joe Pesci coming out on
And
top
bury
of
you
Mark
alive.
Wahlberg.
I can't
Oh yeah,
see,
no, fuck yeah.
I can't see a Home Alone with Mark Wahlberg because he'd show up with a baseball bat, kick the door in. When the kid goes to shoot him with the BB gun, he'd just whack him across the face with the bat and be like,
It would be the.
Well, this is
Family
what
Guy
I'm
thing.
saying. This is Home Alone with competent robbers.
"That's what it
You
was."
guys realize though when Marv stuck his head through the doggy door, if Kevin would have shot him in the eye, it's game over for Marv. He's not doing anything for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
His eye is just done. He's gonna be screaming, be blood coming out. I've been there before. It hurts a lot. I'm trying to rob the neighbor's house, and that kid shot me in the eye. You know, it was my brother. We were practicing, burglars.
Uh-huh,
Not really. We were actually just shooting BB guns at each other stupidly.
Well, I
which-
guess it's good you guys were bad
Don't
at
do
it,
that.
so you didn't become burglars, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, we were practicing to
sorry.
defend against burglars, and Robert was really good at it. He's a maniac.
So you mentioned something earlier I can't get out of my head. You were talking about how the mom was just trying to get back and everything and how you don't think they left him on purpose. I think it was the mom who intentionally forgot him and made sure everybody else thought he was there. And so then she felt guilty knowing he could die while she was gone and she'd have to live with that for the rest of her life. So that's why she wanted to get back so bad. She was the mastermind behind leaving him behind.
Well, who was it that threw away his ticket?
The dad.
The dad.
The dad did
It
it.
was the dad who did it. It was
were-
the dad who didn't want
You know
their
what?
little
The
shit
dad.
along.
Here's the thing, guys. If this was one of those TV shows that Kelly watches, those murder porns, what would happen is
Murder
it would
porns.
show the scene where were you with my hooks again, and then it would go, I'm done. The man was so pissed off at Kevin for fucking with his hooks. He decided working on for months. No.
Hired the robbers to
Yeah.
rob-
So say he hired the robbers to go there and
For easy access in.
It was detached from that, wasn't it? Because it looked like ours were detached.
Oh.
It didn't
Yeah.
look for-
I don't know. But still,
There we go. We can talk about it.
I feel like it had more doors than three also. The basement, the back door, the front door. You don't have just three
The doors are for the the front doors for people and the other doors for the help.
Damn it.
They don't need extra doors. Come on, what's wrong with
If they
you?
had like a patio or something, I could see.
That's why rich people
door.
have 18 sets of
Like a
silverware because the help has to wash it.
Yeah, they would have to have a patio or something like that. But do you think that house doesn't have like a nice porch or something like that in
You
the
know what?
back?
They never showed the backyard at all.
No, it's just all snowy. The only part you see
Yes,
is when
they
he's at
did. The pizza
treehouse.
man was
Oh, that's
delivering the back. That was the backyard.
Yeah.
The pizza man was delivering, and
Oh, yeah.
Marv broad
who
daylight.
the hell delivers pizza at the back door?
He
But-
But they asked
They
me.
had a note.
Didn't
on
it look
front
like the
door.
But
beginning
that's
of?
the second time.
Didn't it look like the beginning of a gay porn though?
It did.
Like it says
Love
back
pizza.
door. Well, like he walks up and it says back door, please. I'm like, this looks like.
Yeah.
I bet you he was like, all right.
All right.
Especially David Duchovny's son.
So watching that, they never established that the phone lines were fixed either. Like we just have to assume at that point that the phone lines were fixed. They didn't call the house.
And he called the whole
He called the police. The phone worked in the beginning, but they never tried.
Maybe they
Yeah,
thought it
but-
was him to run the phone. Thought didn't
Well,
they?
maybe. Okay, well.
What? I wanted the weirdo kid. Up
his brothers.
oh yeah.
That was a big fucking.
Yeah. I was
I did do it. Out of the wall, and the shelf also went. So everything hit floor on top of me and under me. Shit.
your brother?
No.
That's what you do. You just you're my brother threw me into the wall. He's through the wall. My parents bought it. I got that.
You think there's a kid in himself try to get in?
He doesn't say
No. He looks at the window right there in the very front. He tries to look in, but he can't see anything.
Closed. He should have tried. Well, yeah. He could have even looked in the dog door. That thing was big enough you could fit through it.
Nowadays, they would have kicked the door down. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Well, they would have shot the. Oh, there's a small burglar in here. Pop, 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 pop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a child. I didn't want to
no.
be an ableist or anything.
No, he had a gun. Remember?
Ableist?
Yeah.
An ageless?
No, ableist.
He had.
Yeah, you know, it might have been somebody in a wheelchair. That's why the height difference.
Ah.
Yeah.
I
You gotta check.
mean,
You gotta
I
check
mean,
your what do you call those
My
things?
microaggressions?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Why is it doing that? I wonder.
Wow, he looked like.
It's coming back on the other one, but.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Meg's up in this place, so it should be fine. Yeah, the kid is an idiot.
Yeah, complete idiot.
You know, I mean,
But he knew how to make traps and hurt people.
Well, that's why he was such a
what
dick.
boy doesn't know how to do that? I could have made all those traps. I made the micro machine trap like dozens of times. I used to do this really good one where I'd take a couple Legos and just throw them out in the carpet, and then my dad would step on them, and he would step on them, and I swear to God.
What about this one? I actually saw this one on ketchup packets underneath the toilet seat, so the next person to sit down on it gets ketchup spraying all over their ass and all over their legs.
We did the saran wrap one, and then my
That's
youngest
pretty
brother, we got to clean it up.
Oh,
That's
So
usually-
that, just like
I used to get ropes, throw them over the branches and trees, and hang the largest rocks I could possibly pull up in there. And I was a little kid, so like 5 pounds because that's all I weighed. But rocks put down and hit.
don't.
Punch.
Vietnam, I gotta deal with the bungee sticks and all that stuff.
If anyone ever goes out to my fort, I had it hit up in the top. It might just happen.
So my brothers and I, we decided to take a arrow, and then you put a 20 set, aim at the air for some dumb reason. Yeah, and I shot it. Well, that's really stupid. I got myself.
Yeah, it looks like he was out here shooting arrows, and somebody took law into their own hands.
Jason, how would you like to have that tarantula put on your face?
I hate spiders, but I've held tarantulas and stuff. I'd probably just be like, shit, and sweep it off my face and be done with it.
Most tarantulas aren't highly. Steven, I do have a friend who was deathly terrified of all spiders. Like, even Daddy Longlegs, if he saw him, he would flip the fuck out. So for Christmas one year, I decided the best thing to get him was a rose hair tarantula, and then I made him take care of it.
So you gave him the worst that does work ever.
It worked.
Yeah, it does work. That
worked.
does work. That's what you're supposed to do. If you're
he
scared
got rid
of
of
something,
he got rid of his. I still didn't like him though. If he saw like a daddy long leg like crawling near him, he wouldn't just jump up and fucking
I mean,
scream.
it actually
and run
is
away.
true if you're scared to hide from it.
Yeah.
But you know, like for me, I'm scared of Doomsday, but I don't have to worry about it because he's not real.
That
we know of.
He just hasn't showed up yet.
I mean,
Exactly.
and snakes. I did saw one with my machine.
I totally
I can
thought you
just
were
see
saying
Eric
it
with
bad.
his huge
I
ass
saw
machine.
one.
See his things. All right,
every
well, I
once
guess
in
I'm
a
gonna bury this blade in the
I
mud.
think I got a past life or something because I saw a small thing and then there's just a rattlesnake in there, and I wake up and I
there's
feel
no way to get
something it bites me in the face, and I mean every time like I open it up, the gleam of its eyes, I'm like, what the bam, bites me in the face. lot. And then I pissed myself, and Kelly's like, "You pissed the bed again. Fuck." Wait, no, that's not what happens.
No.
No,
So-
I don't actually pee the bed.
How do you think Kevin would have dealt with Gary Busey being one of the burglars?
Oh, Gary Busey would have domed that
Dude.
kid immediately.
Just taking him
He
out.
would have shot the kid with the Gary Busey with the BB gun. It would have reflected back off and hit him in the head, and then the kid would be over there.
Well, no, it would
Actually-
have taken his eye out, just like in that Christmas movie.
Don't you guys think the
The
kid
biggest
would have just
BB guy.
loved Gary Busey?
Just hung out with him.
Yeah, he would have. Gary Busey would have just been like, "I'm a cool guy. I'm kind of like this dude that you like. Have this weird fascination with on your TV show."
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I totally see Kevin and Gary Busey look like they would get along.
Nowadays they do.
Wait, do they actually hang out?
No,
Right.
but
I doubt it.
I could see that happening.
I don't see Gary Busey.
We're gonna do.
Time for Eric
It's,
translates Gary Busey.
That's
Down
Gary Busey.
That's
That's how bear makes.
What kind of idiot are you?
What kind of idiot are you?
You want me to go to your
Recharge
mama's
brain
house?
batteries.
Yeah, do you want me to go to your mama's house and start a small fire in her panties?
Oh,
We're gonna
good.
add that one to the bumper soon.
Yeah.
All right, so this week's Eric Translates Busey is a segment we have on the show where I read a quote from Gary Busey and Eric tries to translate it for us because nobody knows what Gary Busey's talking about, and sometimes Eric does.
Do you have a quote?
I do. I had it chosen.
Okay.
I chose one.
The
before.
choosening.
Yes, the
So
choosing.
this week's the turn into people for my entertainment.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
you know what? This actually
Turns out he
hits
does
close
hang
to
out
home.
with us.
Okay, Gary Busey might have been a logger in a sometime when he was really tired because, all right. So I was out working, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was having to work really early, like I was having to work, and then I would go home at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then everybody would keep me awake until about 10 o'clock at night. So like a few days of that, I sleep. And I was about maybe 21 at the time. So, you know how when you're young,
Yeah.
so I'm out running my machine. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, and there about an hour. I cut the street down, and it turned into Santa Claus. And Easter Bunny, like an anthropomorphic bunny, is chasing Santa Claus across right in front of me. And they turn around, and the Easter Bunny turns around, and he looks at me, and he flips me off, and he says, "Fuck you and your stupid teeth." And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would he say that? I don't understand this. So Gary Busey,
And so then Gary Busey had the Easter Bunny for dinner?
yeah. I bet he eats nothing but rabbit now. He killed it.
Sleep deprived in a forest, and this is what he saw. Then again, he might
He saw
just
three
see
trees.
this. He was high on brain damage, and this is what he saw.
High on brain damage.
Well, I mean, okay, well, I mean, like, we all know that Gary Busey eats his food in the dark. So who's to say that his chef dish didn't throw a couple of psychedelic mushrooms on his plate?
Yeah.
That's to even him out though, because he's always seeing stuff that's psychedelic.
That guy's so free, though. Aren't you kind of jealous of him? Like, he can just say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he's the only celebrity. He's one of the only celebrities at this point. Nobody's been like, Gary Busey pinned me down in the corner and got
I
away
seriously
with
don't
it.
see that happening.
Yeah. I think
know.
he's actually
Yeah,
a really good dude.
I mean, if anything, someone's gonna come forward and be like, Gary Busey bit me, and now
Yeah.
I
Became
am.
Gary Busey.
Yeah, I become Gary Busey. I am aware Busey now.
That's what happened to Jake Busey. Jake Busey.
A set of Predator, too.
Exactly. Well, you take try to get in between Gary Busey and his food.
He's all, ah, ha,
Yeah.
ha!
I feel like somebody else trying to do something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he fucking bit somebody.
Maybe just on accident, too.
Yeah.
Like,
Just walks in.
Harvey Weinstein was trying to pin me down, and then Gary Busey just showed up and was pitching him some idea, and it made the fuck out of here. And Gary Busey's like, yeah, no, we're gonna take this, and then we're gonna, yeah, and then I left. And then Gary Busey pinned him down in the corner. I wish that wouldn't that be amazing? Do that stuff. It could be like you could put those teeth to some good use.
Well, this is what I'm thinking, right? So we get Gary Busey, and then celebrity lock him in or turn the lights off. The only person that's gonna walk out there is Gary Busey.
Unless John Cena's in there.
Well, then John Cena's one of the fucking
Really
people.
No, he's not. He's actually super dude. Allegedly.
Exactly. You see, that's what I'm saying. You just log Gary Busey in a dark room with a bunch of, fucked up actors, and then that was a really good meal. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you guys ever feel like Nick Nolte's actually Charlie Sheen?
A little bit.
Yeah, but look how many celebrities look like him at all. I mean, Clint Eastwood's daughter.
No.
But
She's
she's
attractive.
Clint Eastwood's son?
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood's son looks like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
The girl looks. What are you guys not getting?
That's how girls are supposed to look, is like girls.
I know, but you know.
So you want to see like Clint Eastwood in like long hair and a dress?
I think I just have
Like,
like,
A relative that's like another relative of mine, but with boobs. They look like they're identical.
So it's
6'2",
Boob Erik?
and yeah, it's like
got a beard and everything. It was just
no, there's no facial hair, none of that. Are they related? No. I mean, look at David Duchovny and his. They look a lot alike, except he's got blonde hair and Tay Leone.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that was Erik Translates Busey.
So guys, I do Christmas movies, but after I've seen this like meme thing going on, I'm thinking, I'm wondering what's going on. So, what kind of job does the dad have to afford the house, the decorations, and then 15 people to go to Paris?
Yeah, 4 of them first class.
Yeah,
That's true.
15
That's
to
true.
fly.
No, I honestly.
I don't know. I bet if you got that lady cleaned up, she'd be pretty hot.
I think you're right. You're
I
up a
could, I
bit.
mean,
So
you
where
see
do
her
they say
eyes.
that?
I bet she's wearing like revealing clothing. I bet she's got one of those outfits on all the time.
Her real name is Stormy with an I.
Yeah. That's Jason's plot.
Alright, so Mr. McAllister apparently is a businessman, probably a day trader, and Mr. McAllister is a fashion designer, which explains all the
That's what I
because I
thought.
thought the mannequins were really weird. I was like,
Yeah.
I was with my daughter, and I'm like, what? That's weird.
Yeah.
Around and not looking, people look at them like, can you know them?
I didn't know that. I thought they were legally in a store.
And you can definitely drill a
Yeah,
hole
it
in
never
it,
made any
too.
sense to me why they didn't sell them to teenage boys.
you
It
drill
seems
a
like
hole
they'd
in
get
it?
a lot of use out
Was
of
that
it.
a
course.
sticky hole?
A little bit.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they probably make inserts or something.
Well, I mean that's why you take the fleshlight and you drill a hole to insert the fleshlight.
It just looked like, oh, that's gross. Never mind. Oh, jeez.
Apparently, there's a novelization of this movie,
A novelization?
and that's where they got this information from. So somebody wrote
this
a book
canon
about this
stuff?
movie. I guess.
Well, it makes sense,
Yeah, it's
though.
part of the
because
Home Alone canon.
for them to have that many mannequins, that just makes sense.
Yeah,
Well,
and
either one of them's a
Fab has got
fashion
money.
designer or someone's a real
Well,
creep.
and if she's a good fashion designer. Of course, her fashion was like 90s shit face, but
Well, that's
Well,
because
the
they were in the
movie's
90s.
in.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I mean,
well, she divorced that guy in Beetlejuice, and
Oh.
Uh-huh.
she decided she wasn't a good artist, so she went and became a fashion designer
Exactly.
in Chicago.
I think that what actually happened is you had planes, trains, and automobiles, right? And I think Steve Martin is actually the dad. And that kid, you know how there's the boy and the girl? Well, that oldest kid is actually Buzz. What you're seeing is just like them later on down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and then they end up having this annoying kid. The same house.
Yeah.
Like for reals, it's actually the same house.
Is it?
Yeah.
so she got the house.
They just changed for that kind of money.
Steve Martin.
I got to make a jerk stuff.
That guy played a real good jerk. I think he won. I don't know.
I don't know. I hear that Tim Allen's a fucking complete asshole in real life.
I've heard that, yeah.
It seems like he would be.
He's just so fucking ass.
There's no sold cocaine.
Because on coke,
Yeah, but that would make you more of an asshole. It's not going to make you better.
maybe he was really cool on cocaine.
There's no way. Plus, he actually got caught with, I think. It was pot and cocaine.
I don't know, but from what I've heard, Tim's a complete fucking prick. Though.
So then he was
Real life.
smoking the,
Yeah.
and that made it really cool.
Uh huh.
Yeah, could be. That makes sense.
Smelled him out.
What's great about it is like some celebrities genuinely like pop people, and they manage to legalize. Like they never got in trouble. How do they?
Money to keep
Well, I mean,
that.
like that dumb kid, the kid on Stranger Things got cocaine in the airport. You know,
Well,
he had drop powder in a
look
bag in his
at
thing.
the movies of Harry Potter. I forget which one it was, but Crabbe and Goyle got caught with pot, and then they had to completely fucking recast Malfoy's friends because one of them got caught with weed after like the first or second movie, and they were like, "No, we're not having you come back."
No, it was right before the final like 3.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that's when they brought in that
the Zachary Smith or something like that is who they had to take over.
That wasn't the same guy.
The black guy.
That's what you get when you don't see color in the U.S.
That's nice, Jason.
He's all skinny.
Yeah.
Do you not see size too?
No, you can't be a sizist.
He was also a lot taller.
Fattest, yeah. Wait, I think I'm seeing a good opportunity. We offer a service to celebrities of like, hey, are you a newfound celebrity? Here, we're going to show you how to not get caught with drugs, you know, and ruin your career. And then what you do is you just be like, okay, put some drugs in your bag, and then you punch the guy in the face. Be like, don't put drugs in your bag. Don't bring drugs through the border, people. They're not going to let you have it. Just because you're a tiny little silly, you're not Charlie Sheen.
I feel like you'd be like John Goodman from Flight. Remember that whole thing where he comes in and he's giving the drugs to is that the same movie? Denzel Washington?
I don't know.
Shit, now I gotta find out if he's in that movie.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what we could totally do that. We could be like, yeah, we're gonna teach celebrities, like newfound celebrities, we could get paid a crap load of money, and we'll just punch them in the face. Be like, don't put it in your bag. All right, you see, do you have a buddy? You have your entourage? Okay, whoever you like the least in your entourage, have them hold it. That's what you do. You just be like, all right, you're gonna hold it.
That's what they used to do back in the day. I mean,
that's probably how Tommy Chong got away with it forever. And everybody's seen he's blitzed. He's on the plane smoking a doobie, and then the second the waitress goes by, he hands it to a shitty guy. He's like, here, Shitty Bob, hold that.
Shitty Bob, hold that.
Yeah, Shitty Bob's the one smoking weed. I'm not. I'm COVID.
That's why they get rap.
You just got to make sure he's big, because you don't have like tiny like Jason be your entourage like time. Not be fun.
You're gonna meet people like Jason.
Yeah. Yeah.
The problem.
You're gonna meet people that are like Erik squared, and then they're like inner in a sexual way.
Thanks, sir.
Well, you know, he had. This is Jason we're talking.
Said he like sex.
To you, bro.
How many times have you tried to make out with me or put it in my butt?
Are you kidding? I do whenever I wanted to.
You're too weak to.
Just gotta outrun him.
I'm a sprinter.
Now.
That's right.
Yeah, you are. What do you say?
That's not my way, huh? I'm muffins.
No. He likes the seducing ground.
I could lure it wouldn't be hard.
Lure him with cats.
All I'd have to do is just give him a long hug, and he'd be like, you know, I like being in his arms.
So
I just want love.
Just safe in your big, strong, hairy arm.
That's catfish, though.
Could you do me one favor and your armpit?
Yeah, no problem. Any of your like back waxed or anything like that?
No, I
I've got my back shaved.
Oh yeah, I see.
It sucks when it comes back.
Yeah, that's it. It's like the shading, and like starts poking back through, and it itches.
Shaving.
Yeah.
Amazing right after, and then like the next day it's already starting to come back, and you're like, ah. And you're like,
Yeah.
It's all...
One of my goals is when I water, I'm gonna get my back hair lasered off, so I don't have any. But I'm gonna leave my initials in
And just say they grew like
Yeah,
that.
that's gonna be so cool.
It's like I don't know how it happened, but it's naturally
Or
like that.
do you guys think I should go for that or a Superman emblem?
Do your
Or
back.
Batman.
Superman on the front.
Yes, Superman on the front and the back.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
that'll work.
Maybe you could like laser like your pubes into the Batman signal.
Oh my god.
Eric's like, oh, this
You
is
know what? What's the Green Arrow symbol look like? I kind of want to be like I could make arrow things to say.
I don't know.
Cool. You know, shot.
You know, he's tattooing your
That'd be cool.
it's literally like a green arrow.
So I just have to tattoo a green, and then fletching. Definitely green. Could you imagine how
full?
And then the first time he's like, "Holy fuck, is your dick moldy?" And then he gets to start calling me moldy.
Oh god damn.
Man, cool though. I think I'll know if I did. You guys would
I don't
Twitter me.
I'm doing this right now.
I mean, you could always do the marketing where he tattoos his dick to look like a missile.
Damn it.
I kind of wish that I looked like that dictator guy. Then I could do
Which one?
everybody. Because they're holding a gun, like I'm gonna have a conversation. It's not bad. You fucking dumb. Alright, this guy's so bad. I'm gonna quit shooting and robbing people. I'm just gonna turn my life around because of this one nice donut. Because that's the way it works.
Oh yeah, liberals. That's how it works. Give donuts to everyone.
So I'm not a big fan of this movie. It's so.
Yeah.
Because there's so much dumb shit in this thing, and I know.
You like Walking Dead?
Yeah. Well, this is like on
This
par.
is like
with,
this is like a
the
little
dumbest
kid.
shit that they do in Walking Dead.
Not
Some
even
of the-
close.
yeah,
this
there's
is
some
not. This is
really
like half
stupid
as
shit.
dumb as the dumbest shit. On
All
Walking
of the
Dead.
parents are Walking Dead.
Fucking
He's not.
He has so many things he could have done to have not been involved in the situation. He could have told people about the robbery. He could have done all this shit, but instead he wants to take it all into his hands. He's
from the streets of Chicago. You don't snitch.
Yeah.
Haven't you ever? Don't you?
No.
That's exactly how they go. He's from the south side of Chicago. You don't snitch.
South side of the suburbs that are the nicest fucking houses.
Yeah,
in
he's
the
just
Yeah.
from the nicer part of it that got gentrified the first.
Gentrified?
Yeah,
Gentrified.
he's from that
All the
side.
gingers.
He's not gonna play that. They don't snitch. That's why he's from the police. He's like, that guy's just gonna shoot me and arrest me.
But my favorite part of this, we go in and talks to the old man.
Yeah.
Where the old man finally doesn't sit there and stare at a creepy. Like, just say a fucking word. Why do you stare at a creepy the whole fucking movie?
Well, yeah, the scene where he's in the farm scene, and he slams down the bloody hand, like.
And he just stares at the kid. Like,
Yeah.
And it's like, just say something. That's all you do.
That guy looks like a real nice guy and sitting in the church. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole other, he's just staring at Kevin like, what are you doing here? You know, it doesn't do anything. What are you doing? Until the end. And then Kevin could have. Stuff that could have happened there. But, I mean, it's at the bottom or whatever.
straight danger or not, he already knew.
Kevin would have got in a front end loader and ran over zombies in Atlanta. Okay, he would have done that.
He wouldn't know how to drive it.
Bullshit. He got a sled to go down into the staircase and pull a hard 90 and then another hard 90 and come out at 50 miles an hour, and that kid can't run a front end loader? I know that kid could be a surgeon with a front end loader. If he could do that, are you
She's
shitting
like
me?
opening cans of soda.
Yeah. He's like, watch this. Look at this. I just opened 20 soda cans at the time. Look, perfectly. Lined them all up even.
But the reason I like that part is because it's got this little kid basically teaching this old man, like, hey, don't, face your fears kind of thing,
Yeah.
What are you doing? Don't do this thing. I faced the freaking monster in the basement, it's not that hard. Just do it kind of thing. So, and I thought that was really kind of a cool part in the movie.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool too. What I don't get though is when the guy comes in the end, hits the two guys with a shovel, and he puts his hand around him. He's like, "Let's get you home."
No, that wasn't.
No.
I do know somebody
He was already
who's
home
like,
though.
well, see, like my little brother Robert, when he's old, if things don't go very good, I could definitely see him like meanly staring at a kid and not realizing that he's being creepy. I have a in-law relative that has a rough go with like talking to new people, and I could definitely see him being like, and not even realize, like, there's a lot of people who are more introverted and just don't
But if
don't
he
get
had
it.
that problem, he wouldn't have sat next to Kevin and talked to him at the time.
Well, he faced his fear and he's like, you know what? I got to talk to this kid. This kid, and then he had to make sure that it was the most expensive toothbrush they sold.
Yeah.
And then he sold it, and then go get him. First off, this little kid before.
That cop was really fat.
It was as fast as heck. I could catch a kid that age, no problem. All right, that doesn't sound good.
No.
You know what? We'll rough house with our friends' kids before, and that's what you do. Little boys like to be chased. They like to have the.
It's not making it sound.
All right, that
You're
sounds
just digging
weird.
yourself deeper in a hole.
Didn't you guys have like an uncle that played with you?
Oh man.
So this movie, if it's not that part, I don't know if you guys like that part, but
Without fail, I love the around the Christmas tree song scene with the mannequins and
That's
all
pretty
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the staircase scene where he throws the things, the
paint
paint into the
cans and
dude's
shit.
faces. I love that part. And then they're laying on top of each other. He's like, "Oh, you're missing a tooth." They're just totally comfortable on top of each other.
I really like actually when they're all home.
Yeah.
You can shop.
get all that money though, because Buzz didn't have that much money.
If it was anything like my parents, they had a drawer in the room where they kept some extra cash. if
So
they
he went and
needed it.
stole Buzz's cash for the toothbrush, but it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go take the rest
Try
of
to
the stuff from my
scrounge
mom's.
for yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's got 6 other siblings, and Buzz is definitely the one with the least money.
His parents were fucking rich, so they probably had money all over that house.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy said possible cash hoard. Kevin found that cash hoard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where all those presents came from. He's like, I'm walking to the Best Buy, bitch.
I bet they had a safe, and he saw the combination.
His dad probably wrote it on something right next
Cracked
to
it. He's just like, I'm Kevin McAllister. I can crack safes now. It turns out Peter McAllister was actually MacGyver who got all the money, and he just changed his name to McAllister. That's
So
definitely
yeah.
Would
Gago.
be like hella
Julius
terrified to rob his who he is.
They wouldn't know because they're dumb and like out of the loop.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, remember they knew snakes, but they didn't know where they knew them from.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What about you, Ricky? What's your favorite?
Well, it's hard to say because I really did like the mannequin scene too. That was fucking
You
hilarious.
didn't say the same scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copying me.
God, Ricky, quit copying.
But
Oh.
Would like
Well,
that
they
scene.
made it look so real too.
Yeah,
Like the
uh-huh.
actual burn of the fabric and the hair and
yeah,
That was
exactly.
real.
They made it look really, really realistic. I liked it. You know,
It did
and
not
then-
look realistic. If you could find a picture of that, they actually had it in like a perfect flower shape, and he still had a spot of hair right in the center that was perfectly round.
What?
You don't.
No, that's where the little dot on the top of your head would have protected that tuft of hair. And then when he ran out and jammed his head in the thing,
Pull it there.
it fell out.
Uh-huh.
You know that hard-ass ring? I bet you got one. Nope, you don't. You have a knockoff. But the real ones, like a baseball cap, have that hard-ass ring on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, that's his hair. The little dot. Now he's got the permanent dunce cap look.
Then why did he have the perfect flower shape around the top of his head?
His
Physics?
flames are.
I don't know.
Physics.
Because it's just how it randomly did it, Jason. Quit fucking picking shit apart.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we do in this
You
thing?
love Walking Dead and you're doubting this? Come on now.
Well, you know, I don't usually see a flame put a daisy on your head, but okay.
I don't see a daisy. I'm not seeing it.
I don't see it either. I think he's just making it up.
Well, you can't make a perfect circle. It's gonna make some kind of organic shape.
Yeah, I
not
mean,
daisy.
daisies don't even have like a perfect shape. They're a fucking flower. If you draw one at it, yeah. See, this is ridiculous. This is like you know, oh my god, it made a shape that looked like a 4-leaf clover. It's a perfect 4-leaf clover.
Only people have freaking found faces in their toast. So why can't a flamethrower make a flower?
Hey,
someone's
that Jesus I found was real. Don't you doubt it, son of a bitch.
I ate Jesus once. He was a toast.
Do you guys feel like SpongeBob is actually a piece of toast?
No.
I always thought he was a piece of toast that somebody threw in the water.
like
He's
to
a
think
sponge.
that he's just a household sponge.
That,
I could go with that, yeah.
that got in the ocean.
I always thought he was toast.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so are you guys ready to hear my pick?
Well, I think he should say
I
his
think
favorite part of the movie.
I already did that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
started it.
Oh, that's right, you did.
I think it's time for what rating did you guys give this?
Oh, I'm going to give this movie 4.5 stars. First time this has ever happened.
I don't know about ever.
I don't know about that.
Okay, I think you guys are probably right.
What'd you give it, Jason? 4?
4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next week's movie is Eric's Choice. What are you going to choose?
I never watched Eric's Choice.
Yeah.
So any good?
It's a
Eric's
weird
Choice,
movie.
It's like Sophie's Choice.
Oh, okay.
I think it would be more like this. The man had one. Which one?
Oh,
would
that's
I be
Eric's
forced
Sophie's
apart?
Choice.
Anyway, good movie.
Yeah.
President. And I also kind of want to do Trading Places. I love that movie.
What's Trading?
Dan Aykroyd and Eddie.
I don't know who those people.
What is wrong with you, Ricky?
You know who Eddie Murphy is?
I've heard the name, but I can't make his face.
He's the donkey from Shrek. He's like that in real life, though.
Oh.
He's a really handsome black dude.
Okay.
Did you guys see
Yeah.
who Donkey? So in Pinocchio, the bad kids go to that fun land and become donkeys halfway
Oh.
through, and they're not they turn to donkeys. They can still talk. So Donkey is actually one of those bad kids from because he's the only one in the Shrek movie that doesn't have like a story.
No, that makes sense. I mean,
I
he's
didn't hear
obviously
that.
a bit of a pervert because he's into dragons.
Yeah, he is. I saw
And he's
those
hung like a
half-dragon.
dragon.
Okay, yeah, I know who that is now.
Yeah. And I mean, Dan Aykroyd
Yeah,
is
he
one of
did
the
the Doctor
Ghostbusters.
movie where he was like a doctor to.
Yeah, Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, Dr. Dolittle. He did 2 of them. You
Dan
probably never saw
Aykroyd.
those.
Okay, yeah, that guy.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And a lot
And
of
plus, it
other
has
movies.
Jamie
Yeah, a
Lee
lot of
Curtis's
other
boobs
movies.
in it. And they are pretty nice.
Like nude boobs
Mm-hmm.
in Trading Places.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Well, why don't we? Why
Well, you guys want to put it up to a vote?
don't we save Home
Alone
Alone
for-
2 for next year?
That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
Yeah.
And then we do.
Well, Trading Places is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do
Still.
Trading Places.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
let's.
make it a little different.
Yeah, Trading
So I want
Places
to.
is a really, I like it a lot. It's a movie I used to watch with my mom. Some of us might have to be on our best behavior due to
Yeah.
the nature
Well,
of
it's
the
a
movie.
80s, 90s movie.
Yeah.
Are we talking about me?
Yeah.
No, just implying some of us, have a rough go with that stuff.
At me.
You know,
I had a couple comments tonight I had to withhold. I did good.
nicely done.
Good job.
You had
Get
no
a
idea.
cookie.
Yeah.
They're out there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. I think that's going to be it this week. I don't know
getting
if
my
we're going to be here next week.
Uh,
That is a dilemma because I'm not too sure what's going to go on with my kid, and I don't know what's going on with.
Yeah, but what is the New
It's New
Year's?
Year.
Like a couple of people.
The day before.
That the day before New Year's
New
Eve?
Year's Eve.
That's
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
That's actually New Year's
Oh.
Eve. Then yeah,
So-
that be drinking.
You can just leave
Till 6 a.m. the
after
next
this
day.
and then go drink. Start at 9. I mean, who starts drinking at 7?
everyone.
You weigh like
Jason
5
does.
pounds.
I'll be with people that probably started drinking at 3.
Yeah, but they don't weigh 5 normal weight.
Oh, she some.
Meredith.
Yeah.
See that they're possibly rebooting Office.
With
Yeah.
the same people?
No. Well,
Not going to be there, but a lot of I think Oscar.
the
yeah,
other-
the side people.
yeah.
I don't think what's his name.
No.
Andy. I don't know what his name is.
Ed Helms.
Ed Helms.
I don't think he's going to be there. I don't know about Krasinski.
Well, Jim
or-
is working on that Jack Ryan show
Yeah.
now.
Well, not
He's
even
got
that
like 8
though. But
movies.
in the story, Jim, Pam, and Daryl moved to Philadelphia
Yeah.
for their jobs. So,
I think
probably
you're
not.
looking at like the counting team basically, and I
And then
don't
some
know
new
who
faces.
else. Yeah,
You think they'll have Dwight?
No, because
No,
what I
'cause-
read was that they're looking for a new manager. And
Yeah.
so that can't be him. So if that can't be him, then it can't be Angela either. Because they're married.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
But I heard Angela's supposed to be back because she kind of wants to do it.
Well,
Like the actual lady, like said she wants to go
still
back.
do that with
So-
her.
so-
Mission
Or you can like cameo
pictures.
him in somewhere.
But and make it good, then yes. But if
I don't think they can make it good. It honestly lost a lot after
Michael left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was still kind of watchable for a little bit, but it was very hard on some of the older episodes. And I didn't finish the whole thing. Like the last season, I didn't watch it all.
know how it ends. But
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like Parks and Rec. They had Chris Pratt in like the first episode be kicked out. Like they were just gonna shit can him. And then everybody's like, this guy's fucking hilarious. Let's have him stay. And be the manager. Yeah. Watch Parks and Rec. Have you seen it?
I have not ever seen it.
I know Ricky would like Parks and Rec.
I've seen a bit of it. I've seen the one where the guy stuck in his chair and he doesn't move the entire time, just sitting there all night. His back hurts or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh, you
just
saw
like-
one about Erik.
And he's just like,
That's about right.
he's like stuck there for some reason.
Hurt my back, and then what did I do? I was outside to pick the thing up. No, the dog jumped all around. Just flooded.
love how to clean up the
Yeah, help out by cleaning up the tub, and then I
How's that
really
work?
helped out by falling down and not being able to get up, and my phone was out of reach, so I was gonna like call somebody, be like, "Hey, can you come turn the water off for me or something?" And instead of just laying there like, I had to shit too, so that was like even
Oh,
worse.
So you just kind of rollerblade on your pants and just shit right there.
No, I didn't.
At least Kelly wasn't home, because if she had been and didn't notice you were gone for that long, you would have been pretty upset, I think.
Oh, there's absolutely
You're
no
all
way that would
outside
happen.
yelling, Kelly!
No, she's the best. She would have noticed like immediately. She just has a sense
Like
about
2
those
minutes
things.
later.
Yeah, I
she'd
do.
be like,
I have a
"Wait."
weird sense when something's wrong.
I've
Just spider sense.
I fell down and hurt myself once out at work, and then she called me up. Was like, "Okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." You know, I'm a worrier, but pretty fucked up at the time. I'm like, "Follow me right."
Shut up!
And when I'm miles away, I hire someone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I have all kinds of connections.
You better watch out. You don't want to fuck them squirrels.
Hey,
I
shut up.
gave her those tracking
Like
things
George.
from our witch hunt. All right, guys, that's gonna be it this week. So yeah, I'm not sure about next week. We'll send out a Twitter or something like that. I don't know. So you guys can follow us on Twitter at HGaming. Forgot what the fuck I'm doing here. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. You can follow Eric at Twitter and
Quickens.
on Twitter at.
Sugar Snuggles.
Follow Jason on Twitter at.
Unbelievable one, spelled with an O.
You can follow at no E in the Twitter. YouTube.com/DeathByLife Twitch.tv/HeroicAdventure, and Mixer.com/Turkadur. We stream every Thursday. This week, we're probably going to be doing some Doomsday Heist in GTA together.
Yeah.
So check that out, 7 o'clock on Thursday, Pacific time. What else do we have? You can email us at Steve at